Well, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Friday, August the 4th, 2023. Friday, August the 4th. Well, let's see what we have here. You know what? Today was a continuation day of yesterday. And I even think in yesterday's comment corner, I kind of got into today. But anyway, I'll do it again. We have Phyllis finishing up her conversation with Tucker. Oh, she's keeping her posture. She's in control. She's cool and calm. Cat's meow. Tucker, you see, he's got his arms crossed. His lips are a bit tight, but he's trying to keep his composure. Like, you don't have nothing on me. You don't have nothing on me. Phyllis goes, yes, I do. And he goes, well, based on the conversation you were having with the district attorney a few moments ago, only one of us is facing jail time. She said, yet the other is facing something else. She said, how would Ashley feel? Ooh, about you. See, how true are her feelings for you, Tucker? I think this is going to put it to the test. Will she kick you to the curb once she finds out you covered up statutory rape of young girls? Ooh. And he's just like, that's not phasing me. When inside, it was phasing him, right? She should have said, what would Devon think? Wow. So anyway, he goes, our deal we had is off the table. Because she told him, oh, you're going to turn Carson over to me and my attorney. Our deal is off the table. Do your worst, Phyllis. And Phyllis looked at him. She said, oh, I don't want to, but I will. I absolutely will. And we shall see, what are you going to end up with? See, Tucker was the one that kept on just his boot on the back of her neck every time he saw her. I hold your life in my hands. You'll be going to prison unless you do just what I say. I mean, I couldn't stand the constant blackmail, the constant threat he was giving her. There was no need for it. She knew what he wanted her to do. All Phyllis said was, give me some time to get it done. There was no way she was going to make Jack and Kyle instantly forgive her. That was a ridiculous request. But see, in reality, there needed to be a way to tighten down this Carson story. So they threw Tucker in the mix because remember, Michael was looking for Carson. If Michael would have found Carson first, Carson didn't witness no murder. Michael wasn't going to be offering Carson all the money Tucker is offering, and Tucker's going to take care of Carson's mother, right? So they needed a Tucker in the storyline to make it plausible. But now look, is Tucker going to take care of Carson's mother? Looks like Phyllis is going to have to. Phyllis has just inherited a mama, right? Because Carson is not going to go down for nothing. He was on the run. He's not going to just take responsibility for his actions, which I'm surprised they still are letting this man out free. But then he's still going to have to do some time when he was on the run for free. I mean, on the run. But you know what? What life is that? What kind of life is a life on the run? Really, he would be afraid to go see his mama. So, at least he's going to get this slate cleaned. And all he's done was misappropriation of corpse and lying, committing perjury. His sentence should be a year, two max. I mean, it's not going to be heavy. It really shouldn't be. He didn't kill anybody. So anyway, Tucker gets up and he leaves. And we have Sharon. She finally left the picnic with Chance. She goes to Adam. She's trying to talk to Adam, but she could see Adam is just in this funk. See, Adam had just saw Sally. And remember, Sally was holding his hand and Sally was being Sally and trying to get him to talk to her. So Adam in his mind is trying to figure out, how can I get close to Sally? He's got to eliminate Nick, right? So he comes up with, Sharon's like, something is on your mind. Even though he's lying about this part. What was on his mind is he's trying to figure, yeah, Sally did get in his head, but Adam is trying to figure out, how am I going to use the knowledge I just gained about Tucker McCall? And not really Tucker McCall. He's a non-entity to Adam, but Audra Charles is not. He's trying to figure out, okay, I'm gonna use this for one, because he already told Phyllis, oh, the information I found out about Audra, I'm gonna keep that close to my vest until I want to use it. Good for you, Adam. I want to see Audra get hers. But here's the thing, keep looking. Keep on looking. And you're gonna find more dirt that Audra has done. And then bring that to Victor's attention, period. And bottom line, I would bring it to his attention. Look, I'm just going over the books. I'm just going over the records. Look what, and here's the thing. Once he has enough evidence on her, bring it to Sharon and Nick's attention. Get your partners on your side for when you go speak to your daddy, right? So good, keep looking at him. But he says, no, yeah, it's apparent you and Nick still love each other. She's like, wait, what? He goes, the connection you share. She goes, sure, we share a connection. We share children together. And he goes, and look, Nick made his motives clear when he chose you over Sally, with the whole Kirsten situation. Sharon said, for one thing, Adam, Nick didn't even know Sally was in labor, did not know. For two, absolutely yes, he was concerned for his daughter, period. And we had to save Faith. So she told him, you know what, you need to get that notion out of your head. She said, because I see what you're trying to do here. You're trying to make me be a wedge between Nick and Sally's relationship, and I'm not about to have it. I'm not standing for it, because that's not what's going on. She goes, I have a life. Nick has a life. You need a life. She's like, oh, no, you ain't do, because she's just thinking, I got a hot young thing right now. Oh, please, I don't want no stuffy Nick. I had him for 20, 30 years. No, right? So then we have Sharon is still there, getting ready to go knock on the door, Adam's door, and it's Tucker. So Adam looks at him like, okay, I know I just moved in here, but how did you find me, right? So Tucker's like, I'm hoping I'm not interrupting. Sharon says, oh, no, we are done for the day, and she already talked to Adam about places she found. They're going to be on the other end of town so they can have a whole different vibe. You know what's interesting? I wouldn't be surprised if they resurrected the old Restless style loft that they had, that after Restless style went out of business, Chloe ran her fashion house from there. Remember that? Because see, if memory serves me correctly, Nicholas owns that building. Nicholas owned the building that Restless Style. He bought it when they started Restless Style. So I wouldn't be surprised if they resurrected that. There's no real offices, but they would pretend there's offices there, and they would just pretty much always meet in that middle room. You know, it's going to be interesting. I want to see what are they going to come up with, because I would have thought Nick still owns the building Chancellor Winters is in. Take a floor of that. I mean, that's what I would have thought. Nick owns real estate. Okay, so anyway, we'll see what Sharon comes up with. So anyway, Tucker, he says, so how are things going with McCall? So Adam looks at him, and Adam says, sure, I could spend time talking to you about that, or I could talk to you about what you're really here for. And Tucker says, what could that be? He goes, Adam says, I take it you've spoken to Phyllis. And Tucker says, yeah, I did. He goes, Adam says, oh, okay. Anything interesting? And Tucker says, she thinks she's saying she has some information, but you know, what do you know about that? He goes, oh, does she really? Then finally Adam is like, oh, he goes, could she really have some information? So Adam says, yeah, pretty much. She's got some email or two, and she has actually more information than that. Yep. So Tucker looks at Adam, and Tucker says, I have a proposal for you. And Adam said, he goes, if you're willing to listen to it. So Adam's like, I'm always willing to listen to a proposal, but you got 1 minute. So Tucker looked at him, and Tucker said, Adam says, and the proposal better be good for it to go past a minute. So Tucker looks, he goes, I have contacts and blah, blah, blah. And Adam's just looking like, that's boring me. And so Tucker says, you know what? I just have to ask you, why help Phyllis? He's asking Adam that. Why are you helping Phyllis? And Adam says, I have my reasons. And Tucker says, okay, well, like I said, I could make it worth your while for you to back away from this. And Adam says, you know what, Tucker? Like I said, I have my reasons for Phyllis needing to go free. He said, so you need to release the witness Carson. See, now Adam's letting him know. You need to release the witness Carson to Phyllis immediately. And you don't have a lot of time. So Tucker just looks at Adam. It's like, because see, Adam's thinking, see, I know what Phyllis know. I won't have a problem making it public, right? So Tucker just kind of walks on out. I said, yeah, Tucker, slam dunk. Slam dunk. You've been, and mind you, this information is nothing that will get Tucker landed in jail for. Nothing. This information is old news. However, he and Ashley are starting a brand new company together, Simply Ashley. And when Jack gets wind of that piece of information, see, Jabot will have ammunition to really damage the reputation of Simply Ashley. A damaged reputation of a brand new company affects Ashley as well. Ashley's gonna lock her patents in with that. See, so it's career suicide stuff, because depending on how much they splash it out. Because bottom line, McCall has a media division and they would put it all on social media, even though it was the company Adam owns now. But guess what? For one, we've changed the name. For two, we looked at the books and we saw there was some horrific things going on here. And we want to assure you, the public, the consumer, that that is not what we stand for. So we want you to know we're not hiding nothing under the rug. The new McCall will come out squeaky clean. Tucker McCall won't, because he did know about it. He was made aware of the situation. And he chose the money over protection of underage girls until that tour was over. So yikes, Tucker. Yikes. And like I said, Devon, with his self-righteous self, well, although no, I said that wrong, because Tucker should have protected those teenage girls. So remember, these are somebody's underage daughters that artists, like a lot of other artists, take advantage of. That kind of practice is punishable by law and should be punishable by law. But Devon will be like, and that's the kind of man you are? And you wanted me to take your company knowing that was, ooh, no, I'm so happy. I didn't buy your company, Tucker McCall. And right now, Devon will be like, and right now I can't even stand to look at you. That's Devon. And Tucker will be like, but I wasn't even there. He goes, but you were made aware. And ultimately, it was you that controlled the actions of your employees once you were made aware. And good. And Audra Childs, yes. They're going to be looking at Nate saying, you hired her, didn't you? You did. See, because now she is over Newman Media. Newman Media is going to take a hit. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. Wouldn't that be interesting if Victoria has to now put Nate back down there to go and run and handle Newman Media? Oh, no, Nate. No. Because you've had a taste for power. You got a good C-suite job, even though the Newman Media job was C-suite. But he's C-suite of Newman Enterprises. Oh, step up, right? So anyway, you know what? We'll see next week how it goes. Today there were no flashbacks, no flashback scenes, no filler scenes, because look, the whole episode was filler. I didn't mention the long, very boring and unnecessary comment or conversation with Lily and Devon. Unnecessary, just boring. And then I mentioned yesterday about Daniel talking to Phyllis. Daniel's going to stick his nose in, and he just might make it worse for his sister or make it worse for his mother. But guess what? Phyllis is a cat. She lands on her feet. Daniel needs to stay out of it. Like Phyllis said, Heather has a plan, Daniel. Stay out of it. And Daniel's talking to Lily. I may be the only one that's going to protect my sister. Well, you know what? You better talk to your sister first to see if she wants you to protect her, because your sister's down for her mother 100%. Plus, your sister might let you know Chance is going to vouch for me with Christine, Daniel. Step back. Oh my goodness. But Daniel likes to go rogue. He likes to pick up the phone and make phone calls and and say all kind of stuff. I don't really like Daniel. I really don't. But anyway, everybody, that's it. We've got 2 comments in comment corner. We have I am says, Nikki knows her daughter leads with her sex life. Vicky hasn't changed at all. And Shabazz says, I love that moment too. Nikki better keep her eye on Nate. That's right. Nikki was like, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. See, and that's another reason why workplace relationships aren't good, because when the boss decides you're an inconvenience to them, guess who usually ends up losing their job? You. It'll be Nate. See, whether it's just or unjust, like Nikki said, any moment of unhappiness that Victoria has, you're out of here. Period. The house, like Nikki said, the house always wins. Letting you know you ain't the house. You're an employee. So that's it, everybody. I'll be back on Monday for another daily recap of The Young and the Restless.